Mid-season rankings. Today is the last part out of 3 where I ranked the F1 drivers' seasons on a scale from 1 to 10. And the last group I'm going to rank is the remaining top team drivers. And it hurts to say that Yuki Tsunoda is part of this. And for me, he gets a 3 out of 10. He only performed, I think, in the sprint races, also had a few low point finishes for Red Bull. And the worst races for me were clearly Silverstone, Austria and Monaco, so that's a 3 out of 10. George Russell gets a 9 out of 10 because I think he maximized the Mercedes on a casual basis. He did it a lot of times. He got podiums, of course, with his win in Canada, Australia, Bahrain, China and Miami. I think the bad races were Silverstone, where he had a really bad strategy. Monaco was also not good, but there he lost a lot because of his technical issues in qualifying. So 9 out of 10 for George Russell. Max Verstappen also gets a 9 out of 10, and he is the only non-McLaren drivers to bag 2 wins in Japan and Imola, of course. Canada and Australia he also got 2 P2s, which were decent. I think in Saudi he also got P2. And his bad races were, of course, his rage race in Spain. And you also have to include the Silverstone spin, even if it didn't cost him many points in the end. Lewis Hamilton also difficult to rate. I think I give him a 6 out of 10. He's not getting to grips fast with this Ferrari. He only was good in the sprint races, I think, and in Silverstone. And his bad races were, of course, Australia, where I think the Ferrari was also not that good. And China was actually not a bad race, but he got disqualified. And he's always scoring points, but low points this season, so he needs to improve there. Charles Leclerc gets an 8 out of 10 for me. I think he was decent in Saudi, Spain and Austria, where he got 3 podiums. His worst race by far was clearly in Silverstone, where he was nowhere in the rain. And in Australia he was also, like the Ferrari, not pretty good. Also like in China, where he didn't score many points because of the DSQ. Lando Norris gets a 9 out of 10 from me, and this is still because he got a lot of struggles, especially in qualifying. I remember Saudi there. His low light, of course, is the crash into his teammate in Canada, where he lost a lot of points, but he got victories in Australia, Monaco, Austria, and Silverstone is on decent form recently. And the best ranking of all is getting Oscar Piastri, who gets a 10 out of 10. His worst race, I think, was the beginning of the season, unfortunately his home race, where he got this spin in the wet and only finished P9, but he got victories in China, Saudi, Bahrain, Miami and Spain. So that's a 10 out of 10 for me.